Hello friends, it is PreludeBoy99 coming at you with another RLC unboxing or review because I already unboxed it, but we'll get into that later. This is going to be the 1995 Honda Integra Type R. This is the white version that came out last year, and the yellow one's going to come out tomorrow, so I decided to make this video because I realized I never really made a video discussing the Integra Type R, and I just felt like this is a perfect video to make before the yellow one comes out. The Integra Type R is one of the founding fathers of import culture. It's extremely important in Honda's history. Without this car, we wouldn't have cars like the S2000, we wouldn't have the Civic Si, we wouldn't have the Prelude. This car is very important. And this version of this car is very important because this was the version that everyone wants to get. This is the Type R. This is the trim that everyone wants to get, and now Honda is slapping that on their Civics. I don't know if they're going to do it on the Integras, because I know Acura is now making these new Integras, which are practically just the TL, like a rebadged TL. But this is one of the crown jewels of Honda's history, and we have it in Hot Wheels form. Now this is an entirely new casting of 2023. We never had a casting that was the Honda Integra Type R. We had the Acura Integra, but not the Type R. So this is the Type R in its diamond white, or championship white I should say, color. The card art is actually one of my favorite things about this. It's just the nice simplicity of this art. It looks absolutely beautiful. And here is the back. If you guys want to read that, you guys can feel free to pause it. I'm just going to keep going with this review. Why am I making a Honda Integra Type R video now rather than before? Well, the reason I didn't do it before was because I didn't really know if this was going to be a series that you guys would be interested in. Of course, my numbers have grown and now I'm monetized, and I'm trying to think more strategically on what videos would help grow my channel. And I honestly didn't think you guys wanted to see this, but then when I made a video talking about the Integra Type R, you guys seemed very interested. So I was planning on making a video on the Type R, but I figured that making that top 10 Hot Wheels RLC of 2023 would suffice. Well, now we're getting a Phoenix yellow version, which is again another OEM colored Honda Integra Type R. But I only bought one of those because, you know, these are not cheap. These run like 35 bucks, including shipping, and buying two of them, that's like $70. So, you know, I'm trying to save money. I'm trying to stay within a budget. I'm trying to be more mindful with the money I spend. So, of course, I did buy one, but I didn't buy a second one to open. It is what it is. So here we have the 1995 Honda Integra Type R unboxed, and I have to say this is one of my favorite RLCs of 2023. Just the engine detail alone, I think it's possibly one of the better detailed engine bays that I've seen from an RLC so far. The only thing that comes close is the teal colored Barracuda that we got earlier this year, but this one to me is my favorite just because it's Honda and I own a Prelude. And they have similar valve covers, except mine is black, this one's red. But it's just such an iconic color combo, red and white. And the Integra started it all. I know there is a Honda Civic Type R, but the Integra Type R was the one that, in my eyes, the more desirable one. And I don't mean to offend anybody by saying that. I think the Civic Type R is good. It's a great car. The one thing that I love about this casting is the red interior seats. And if you look inside closely, you can even see that the shifter knob is silver, which, fun fact, the actual real-life counterpart had a titanium shifter knob. And I believe it was either titanium or aluminum. Either way, it does have a silver shifter knob in real life. Another detail that I like about this casting is the rims. I believe these rims are supposed to be identical to the real-life 5-spoke wheels that came with the Integra Type R. I don't believe there was 5-spoke. Maybe there were 6. I'm having a hard time remembering, but I do know that these wheels are supposed to pay homage to the actual real-life counterpart to the Integra Type R. As you can see, it also has a license plate that reads Type R on it, which is a really nice detail. And this car also has mirrors, also a really nice detail, which I'm starting to see that a lot of Hot Wheel castings are starting to have mirrors, which is a really, really awesome thing. So this is what it's going to look like with its hood down. It's not lensed, but I think this decal version of the taillights is good enough. It'll do. I know when this casting came out, there was a lot of QC issues that people had with it, especially with the championship white paint. Some of the paint peeling off, paint chips, which is something that no one wants to have on their die-cast collection, especially on an RLC, which is supposed to be the top of the line die-cast model from Hot Wheels. It is the car that has the most detail. And having paint defects like that really does put a stain on the reputation that Hot Wheels has with their products. Hot Wheels has really good detail for a cheap price. And now we're paying more money to have more detail, but now there's paint defects. There's other QC issues, like my McLaren, for example, how the doors were atrocious. There was orange peel. It was terrible. But on my copy, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. I don't see any paint defects. A matter of fact, the emblem is on the right place, especially the Type R badge from the sides and the rear are perfect. I guess I'm lucky when I say that this one is a really good example of Hot Wheels and having good QC. I know some of you guys didn't have good QC, but this one has really good QC. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know down in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.